Assalamu alaikum, students. Today we study Hajj, the fifth and final pillar of Islam, the annual pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Hajj is an extraordinary act of worship. Every year, between 2 and 3 million Muslims from every country in the world, representing every race, culture, and language, converge on Mecca during the Islamic month of Dhul Hijjah. They all wear identical simple white garments, the ihram, so that no distinction can be made between rich and poor, king and commoner. Nigeria consistently sends one of the world's largest national Hajj delegations. Tens of thousands of Nigerian Muslims make the journey every year from every state in the country. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to state the Quranic basis for Hajj, describe the conditions for Hajj obligation, explain the key rituals of Hajj in sequence, describe the significance of the Kaaba, and explain what Hajj teaches Muslims about equality, unity, and submission to Allah. Allah commands Hajj in Surah Al-Imran chapter 3, verse 97. And pilgrimage to the house is a duty owed to Allah by people who are able to make the journey. As for those who disbelieve, Allah has no need of any being in all creation. Conditions for Hajj to be obligatory. 1. Islam, only Muslims perform Hajj. 2. Adulthood, Hajj is not obligatory for children, though it is valid. 3. Mental sound, not obligatory for the insane. 4. Physical ability, must be well enough to make the journey. 5. Financial ability, must have sufficient funds for the journey and for the maintenance of dependents left at home. Hajj is obligatory only once in a lifetime. A Muslim who has never performed Hajj but is able to do so is committing a major omission. A person who has performed Hajj once may perform additional voluntary pilgrimages, called Nafil Hajj or Umrah. At the center of Hajj is the Kaaba, a cube-shaped structure at the center of the Masjid al-Haram, the Grand Mosque, in Mecca. The Kaaba is covered in a black silk cloth embroidered with Quranic verses, called the Kiswa. Muslims face the Kaaba in their daily salat. This direction is called the Qibla. The Quran tells us that the Kaaba was originally built by the Prophet Abraham, and his son Ismail, peace be upon them, as the first house dedicated exclusively to the worship of Allah. Allah commands in Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2, verse 125. And we made the house a place of refuge and peace for people. The black stone, Al-Hajar al-Aswad, is set in the corner of the Kaaba. Muslims try to touch or kiss it during Tawaf, following the Sunnah of the Prophet. Hajj takes place from the 8th to the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. The rituals follow a sequence established by the Prophet Muhammad. Ritual 1, Ihram. Before entering Mecca, every pilgrim puts on the ihram, 2 seamless white sheets for men, modest white dress for women. They make the intention for Hajj and begin reciting the Talbiyah. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, here I am, O Allah, here I am. Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, here I am, you have no partner, here I am. In Alhamda wa enamota laka wal mulk, indeed all praise and favor belong to you. La sharika lak, you have no partner. In Ihram, many normal acts are forbidden: cutting hair or nails, perfume, hunting, and sexual relations. The pilgrim is focused solely on Allah. Ritual 2, Tawaf. Upon arriving in Mecca, pilgrims perform Tawaf, circling the Kaaba 7 times in an anti-clockwise direction, starting from the black stone. Tawaf is an act of worship that mirrors the angels circling the throne of Allah. Ritual 3, SAI. Pilgrims walk 7 times between the hills of Safa and Marwa, commemorating Hajar, the wife of Ibrahim, who ran desperately between these hills searching for water for her infant son Ismail. Allah rewarded her desperate search by causing the Zamzam well to spring up at Ismail's feet, a well that still flows today. Ritual 4, Arafah. The 9th of Dhul Hijjah is the day of Arafah, the most important day of Hajj. Pilgrims gather on the plains of Arafah, a vast open plain near Mecca. From midday to sunset, standing before Allah in prayer and supplication. The Prophet said, Hajj is Arafah. Missing the standing at Arafah means Hajj is invalid. Ritual 5, Muzdalifah, Mina, and the Jamarat. After Arafah, pilgrims go to Muzdalifah to spend the night in prayer. Then to Mina, where they throw pebbles at 3 pillars, the Jamarat. Commemorating Ibrahim's rejection of Shaitan's temptations when he was commanded to sacrifice Ismail. Ritual 6, Sacrifice and Eid al-Adha. On the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, Eid al-Adha, pilgrims sacrifice an animal. Sheep, goat, or cow, in remembrance of Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son, and Allah's mercy in substituting a ram. Muslims around the world who are not on Hajj also sacrifice animals on this day. Ritual 7, Shaving and return to Ihram status. Men shave their heads, women cut a small portion of hair. The Ihram restrictions are lifted. Pilgrims return to Mecca for a final tawaf. Hajj teaches 3 profound lessons. Equality: in Ihram, a king and a street sweeper look identical. There is no first class in the sight of Allah. The Prophet said in his farewell sermon, at Arafah, no Arab has superiority over a non-Arab, and no non-Arab over an Arab. No white has superiority over a black, nor a black over a white, except through piety. Unity: Muslims from Nigeria, Indonesia, Pakistan, Iran, Sudan, and Brazil, all standing together on the plains of Arafah, is one of the greatest displays of human unity on earth. Submission: the Talbiyah, here I am, O Allah, is the fundamental statement of Hajj. The pilgrim has come, giving up home, comfort, and routine, to say, I am entirely at your service. Let us review. Hajj, the 5th pillar, pilgrimage to Mecca in Dhul Hijjah, obligatory ones for every able Muslim, Surah Al-Imran 3 hours 97 minutes. Conditions: Muslim, adult, sane, physically and financially able. Key rituals: Ihram and Talbiyah, Tawaf 7 circles of Kaaba, Sa'i 7 times Safa to Marwa. Arafah, a standing, day of Hajj, Muzdalifah, Jamarat, stoning, sacrifice, Eid al-Adha. Shaving, final Tawaf. Lessons: equality, unity, and submission to Allah. Nigeria, one of the world's largest Hajj delegations annually. For homework, draw a simple map of the Hajj journey showing Mecca, Mina, Arafah, and Muzdalifah. Mark each ritual site and label what happens there.